Welcome to the Thursday Night 9, your weekly hangout with the Amateur Players Tour. Join hosts Matt Mender and Matt Fegley as they dive into recaps, rules, and what's coming up next across the tour. It's by the players, for the players, and it all starts right now, live on the Thursday Night 9.
What's up, Mr. Fegley? How are you doing this fine, wonderful evening?
Living the dream, baby. Living
Very
the
nice.
dream.
So I'm live from the beautiful Kiawah Island Resort. I know you're still in California missing it. We're looking forward to a great weekend. We're out at the golf courses today, and Cougar Point for tomorrow looks absolutely fantastic. So it's going to be really, really fun. Really cool golf course. Our first time there. We played Osprey and Ocean last year. Loved both of those places. But I was super impressed with Cougar Point. So what a great place. Looking forward to that. I know I've got to run into a few members today as we're getting stuff set up. But it's going to be a fun one.
And the temperature is going to be above 50.
Correct. Which will be good. So let's not talk about that. It's been a rough winter.
Listen, that's going to be that last weekend is going to be one of those that people will talk about for a long time.
And it'll never happen again. So just very, very random, but lots
Back
of fun.
in my day, we played.
Know, right? Absolutely. Well, let's check in on the waiting list battle for French Lick.
Yes.
The fastest fingers. Cannot believe how fast that's went. We may, if you're wanting to play, get on the wait list because we may try to add spots with them. It is a possibility. Not a guarantee, but I'll probably be getting on the phone with those guys to see what we can do.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. We were like, whoa. Emails already coming in about the wait list for August? Okay.
So, hey, it's a great spot. People are going to love it. So, just watching some people getting on it, seeing where we're at.
Yep. And that's the whole thing, right? Like, even though – and it goes two ways, right? Like, there is a wait list, and sometimes the wait list does fill up.
Correct. Bedford's another one of those places in April. If you've not been to Bedford, you would totally know why.
Yep.
That place is awesome. Big Cedar is going to be that way. Annbriar is sold out technically already.
Wow.
So I believe we can take that to 160. I just got to call Pro in St. Louis and figure out in June. And so a lot of excitement building around the majors. We do have a couple really, really good ones coming out. That still have a few, or coming up that still have a few spots open. So first of those being Bayonet at the end of the month. So I got a text from the Pro today because originally Black Horse was going to be down for maintenance, but it's open. So it's been offered if we wanted to go Bayonet and Black Horse, or we could do 2 rounds of Bayonet. And I'm kind of struggling there because I love me some Black Horse, but Bayonet's one of the best championship golf courses I've ever played.
Right.
I love that place.
And if it's ready to go.
So I know. I asked. I said, I need to know more about Black Horse. Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's right.
Although I will tell you, the tee shot, what is it, on hole 3 at Bayonet? I still have nightmares about that thing.
Yes.
Hit it into the trees and the ball never comes down.
Yes. You get the old West Coast cypress tree going. Where'd it go?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just checking out the wait list here, seeing where we're at.
Yeah.
It's sitting at a solid 12. So, yeah. Corey said Black Horse with not a lot of play recently could be pure.
Yeah.
That place is awesome. So
it'll be fun.
Really, 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 really good. That's all I'm saying. Bayonet is going to be awesome too. They've done a lot of work on both of those golf courses. I think honestly, 2 of the hidden gems in California, especially in that Monterey area. You know, you start talking about Monterey, California, and you start talking about Pebble Beach, and Spyglass, and Cypress. You're right. But Bayonet and Black Horse are both phenomenal golf courses. Bayonet's hosted the PGA Professional National Championship multiple times. In great condition. It's a great time of year. We're there 2 weeks after the PGA Tour goes to Pebble. It's a great time weather-wise to be out in Monterey. I know people are like, "Oh, it's February. It might." It. Honestly, we were there, but when we scouted it, we went in July and it was
Oh.
cold and rainy.
Yeah.
And we go in February. It's really nice.
Again, if I'm just crossing my fingers that the weather we have in California right now exists in 3.5 weeks.
Right. Well, I will tell you this.
It's 88 today.
When I landed in Charlotte today, it was snowing. I was like, I hope I can get out of here. I mean, it wasn't like precipitous snowing, but it was definitely snowing. Like,
Yeah.
we had to see ice to fly to Charleston.
Oh.
So, although I will tell you the golf courses here look in great shape. Greens look really good. And it warms up. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be really, really good.
Well, ocean course is walking only, so that'll keep the blood flowing. And
right. But we're supposed to get the ocean course on a day without a lot of wind.
Ooh.
It's supposed to be pretty calm. So now keep in mind, knock on wood on that.
Right.
But I'll take a little cold and no wind at the ocean course over warm and crazy winds.
Right. Caddies will be like, I don't know what to do. Hit it.
Right.
I don't have to tell you to hit it over there and way over there.
Right. And 100%. So it's going to be fun, but we got some fun stuff to talk about. A couple member manual updates.
Yep.
That we can go through. So we have to remember all of them because I don't have my normal 2 screens here in the hotel. So normally I've got like a cheat sheet over here. But what do you want to talk about first? You have the agenda.
Let's see if I can. We were going to go just rules first. We were going to talk about the rules seminar.
Yes.
That we have upcoming on Tuesday.
I got to pull up the link. Give me a second.
First thing. That is, what time is it?
I don't have a Chris tonight either. 6:30 Central.
6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 on the Pacific time zone.
Right.
We've got our first rules seminar that we're going to be executing and going through. Again, this is not the time to bring the point of this is not stump the host.
Correct. We're going to be going through the rules.
We want to be going through the stuff that we actually see on the golf course, not the random stuff that gets, people scratching their heads and rules nerds nerding out. But that's going to be exciting. Again, just, giving players the opportunity to make sure that they're involved, giving them the opportunities to see the rules, go through the rules process. And again, as you and I have been talking about definitions. That's where it all starts.
We'll be covering a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. But definitions obviously is the basics to the rules. We'll be talking about that, how to interpret it, how to read the definitions, all that fun stuff. And then going through the basics of what you need to know. Playing tournament golf. There are 25 rules. It can get confusing from time to time. And so the goal is going to be going through some of the key ones in this first workshop that really come into effect in tournament play, but also how to interpret the rule book and really be able to kind of work your way through it to get to the right decision, and then what to do if you don't know. So there's going to be a lot of really good things. This is an event that you need to register for. It's going to be a private link, so I'm posting it in the chat right now. So just click there and register, and then you'll get the calendar invite to be on it. We are going to try to record it. No guarantees. First time using this software for that. So our goal would be to have the video available on YouTube the next day, but we never know. So you got to be there. We're going to do a couple rules seminars before the start of the season. This one's going to be kind of the very overview and basics of the rules. Yeah. And then we'll do another one that's going to go over specifically the local rules for the APT and that you find on the back of the rule sheet that very few people read, but is important to understand, and then go through some of our local rules for the day and just kind of talk through some of those things. So it's going to be really, really good. We're going to make it a point of emphasis to discuss during discuss during the lives, discuss throughout the year, discuss in emails. We're going to be focused on the rules, not from the standpoint of we're out to get each other in the rules, because actually that's against the rules to do that, just so you know. You are subject to penalty if you knowingly watch someone break the rule and don't try to intervene or say anything. That's actually a sportsmanship issue under the Code of Conduct in Rule 1.3. Which we'll cover. We'll say that you're not supposed to do that, and you're subject to penalty potentially if you do that. So it's not that. It's not trying to catch people. It's one of the great things about the game of golf is it's a game that you can never master. You can always learn something from. And so really just coming from the perspective of we want to do it the right way. We want to play with integrity. And so part of that's just being a student of the game. And so we're gonna be talking through some of the rules that come up all the time. You know, we've run a lot of tournaments now in 5 years. And so there's a lot of rules situations that become very, very familiar. And so we're going to try to get ahead of it this year. We're going to talk about a lot of the situations and just kind of focus on educating our membership so we're comfortable doing things the same way.
Yep.
John wants to know, would it be good to get a rule book? So if you're a book guy, absolutely. So I will tell you the USGA is a great free resource in an app called the USGA Rules of Golf. I would highly recommend downloading that. It's got search functionality in it. It's got the ability you can put notes next to each rule. It's got all the clarifications just right on your phone in the app. So that's where I'd start. I'm a book guy, so I have a couple rules books, and honestly being on call for rules every week. I don't know how you are, Fegley, but I have a rules book and a clarification that sits on my office desk. I've got a rules and clarifications that sits at my desk at home. And I've got one that pretty much sticks with me in my backpack everywhere else. And then I've got the app, just because you never know when you're going to have to look something up. So
at Caledonia, when we had that situation, when you busted out the freaking monster, I was like, yeah, need to find one, need to get one. So,
right. It cracks me up. The worst part is like knowing what the rule is and just be like, I've got to look this up to make sure I'm not wrong. And then just be like, crap.
Yeah.
So not fun. Highly recommend the rule book. It's a good thing, but the rules seminar is going to be good. We've already got a couple hundred people signed up for it. So it looks like it'll be pretty well attended. We started to do it. So it should be a lot of fun.
It'll be the fun thing at the, going through and going, who's that? Welcome.
So
that'll be fun. I mean, if we have 200 people sign up, there's probably going to be some names that we haven't seen before. So,
yeah, it's going to be good. And we're going to cover about. I'm still working through the outline. So, Rule 1 has like 16 slides. So we're going to go in depth. Rule 1 kind of sets the foundation for everything else. Everybody skips over because, like, oh, I understand the game. But there's a lot of actually really good things that kind of set the tone. So we're going to talk through.
There, yeah.
And but we'll cover, I think, 9 or 10 rules in the first one of the 25. So we're going to skip around a little bit, kind of talk through some things. Just, you'll walk away knowing how to take relief for sure. Those will be covered. You'll know the three major ones,
right?
Stroke and distance, penalty area relief, and unplayable ball. And talk about, conditions affecting the stroke, which is the other big major one. And then some of the fun ones like Rule 11, what happens, ball in motion, ball at rest. All that good stuff.
Ball at rest goes in motion.
Right. That's called a stroke usually.
Yes, generally.
If it's hit with a club. But and then kind of cover some of the things. Like people ask about triple W max. They're like, that's not in the rules. Actually, it is. It's Rule 21. We'll talk about that, why it makes sense. And it should be a good time, though. We're looking forward to seeing everybody. We will have some time for questions in between rules. It is going to be limited, very brief. And then, Fegley, you and I will stay on as long as we need to afterwards to answer everybody's questions. So we're looking forward to a good session on the rules there. And I think it should be a positive thing.
And to answer Alderucci, no, the point of it is not stump the rules guy.
Correct. In fact, the point of it is the opposite of that, is making sure everybody understands the basics. And when we don't understand, we learn to just play two balls and not fight about it in the fairway.
Right. Because we don't need that.
Or come to fisticuffs in the 19th hole.
Oh, we don't need that.
So
None
it'd
of
be
that.
interesting if we put that in our code of conduct. No white belts allowed.
Exactly.
So there's not a rule against wearing white belts, Brodsky, but there is a rule about reporting your handicap accurately. I'm just kidding. It's pretty funny.
That's
So, Yip, if you're watching this, we love you.
That's right. Oh man.
So
On that note,
I crack myself up.
oh, gotta love
So Chris passed me a note. He said, "Cover pine straw."
Oh. Okay.
What am I covering about pine straw?
Maintain pine straw.
Oh, yeah.
maintain
Just so
straw.
you know, we're going to cover this at Kiawah. It's in the rule sheet. But for those at Kiawah, when we talk about Rule 17 and penalty areas, in addition to otherwise marked penalty areas, native areas, and heavily wooded areas, not otherwise marked to be played as red penalty area, maintained pine straw is not a penalty area.
Okay.
There you go.
But it should be kind of self-evident.
It's pretty self-evident.
You
So,
know.
native areas are where alligators live.
All other players, right?
Oh,
Layman's terms rules tonight. Let's do it. No.
yes. Oh,
We'll
man.
cover it all on the first tee.
Yep.
Chris is writing more notes. You could just join the live, Chris.
No, this is about coffee.
Oh, he's writing notes about the coffee now. He doesn't care anymore. That's what he said. He goes, "It's my off time."
Yes, move the
So-
straw, move the ball. Put the club down and move the ball. Yeah. Pine straw,
It's
man,
a
that
mess.
can get squirrely. You
That
gotta
can be our rule for the night. I think this is a good one. So, because everybody thinks the rule changed, because on the putting green, if you accidentally cause the ball to move, whether by your practice swing or you trip or you do whatever, there's no penalty anymore. You just replace it.
Yep.
Anywhere else on the golf course, if you cause your ball to move,
It's
it's a penalty.
Doesn't matter if it's accidental. It
Doesn't matter. So, and then you still have to replace it.
Yeah.
You replace it, it's 1. If you don't replace it, it's 2. So,
I
But-
love this. Can you move pine straw for footing? Yes. It's loose impediment.
yeah, it's so funny. I love Gus in the chat. He goes, "Not even at the bar. Can't crash the cast." It's pretty funny. So, just waiting for Isom to text our location to people.
That's right. That's right. Oh my gosh.
So,
Anyhow. All right. So
what's next on the agenda?
members manual. So
Member manual changes.
Wow.
Yes, I'm gonna pull this up.
the one on the web, and maybe it's because my cache is not deleted. I still have October 7th, 2025 as that one.
Oh, I might not have just updated the date.
Ah.
I can tell you if it updated. I updated it last
No.
night.
There's one thing that we have to look for.
Well, there's a couple things, but
Super senior team, men and women. Okay. So it is the updated one. You just got to get the right
Correct.
date. All right.
yeah, I don't even know how to change that date. That's interesting.
Woo,
Guess we'll
one's
work
got
on
me
that one
choked
later.
up. Oh my goodness. All right. So,
So,
I mean, what's the big stuff that changed?
okay. So, first of all, women that are 60 and over that just don't feel like they can compete in the division are eligible to just play in the net. If they want to play net only, since we don't have an official forward tee for women at 60 and over, just like the men who struggle to forward tee can play. That's one of the changes. The big other changes, let's go through this. Let's talk through.
And to be fair, that was a change that we had implemented in the fall last year, and we recognized we hadn't put it in the manual, so we
I hadn't
updated
put it in the manual. There's a couple wording changes about caddies. There's still no caddies, but we just put the
Yes.
The other stuff in there. I'm trying to think here. We're just going through this. We're having some fun. The other big one was trying to find it in here so I can read it. I need to scroll down a little bit. Give me a second. Has to do with exceptional rounds. So we added some things to the Flight Flex that we've learned so far.
Yes.
And we've also added some things to just put in there to cover some of the things that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So exceptional rounds. So one of the things we've added to the manual, because we've had several instances of players shooting extremely exceptional rounds through 15 holes and then finishing triple
Mm-hmm.
to make their round reasonable.
Or they really choked.
Or they really choked. We don't know. But for the sake of exceptional rounds, we also don't necessarily care. So we put in language that says exceptional rounds may be reviewed and considered by the committee looking at 13 holes or more and applying net par per the purposes of seeing an exceptional round. For example, if a player in Division 4 is even par through 15 holes and finishes triple in an effort to subvert handicap policies, their round may be considered exceptional by the committee and the player may be moved by the committee as a result. So just to be clear, we've been moving people where we've observed that. We just put it in the member manual so everyone can read about it.
And to
just
got the eyes on you.
For the 99% of people that do it the right way, thank you.
Yes. And to be fair, listen, and that's why I was making the joke earlier. It's like at some point, yes, a guy can choke it away, a gal can choke it away. They can absolutely fall apart because all of a sudden it gets in their head.
Correct. And sometimes that's the case. It's really we're more looking at patterns.
Yes. And that's the thing. Right?
You get one, you might get one. You're definitely not going to get two.
Correct.
So, the other thing, Flight Flex. One of the things we talked about in the season-long Flight Flex, which is the first portion of that piece, which is a 4-week review. We are limiting that for fully validated players with 20 rounds. It's 3 rounds or 4 weeks.
Yep.
So most of you gets 3 rounds. And if when you enter the Flight Flex, there's no chance you're going to get out of the Flight Flex, we're just going to move you at that point.
Yeah.
And then for players between 6 and 19 rounds, it's 2 rounds or 4 weeks, which essentially is just one more score to count to your handicap to let it balance. That's it.
And so to clarify that, it's
you can't play 13 rounds in your 4-week Flight Flex.
Right. Which
not that we thought anybody would do, but lo and behold.
I mean, it was kind of crazy. Now, it wasn't January, so
right.
Because that's really the only time we kind of realized some things like, once you put out something, all of a sudden you start seeing it and you're like, oh, that could be a thing. That could be a thing. So again, we're really concerned about, as Chris Miner pointed out, the season started already. Yes, it has, but the real focus starts here in March and runs through September, right?
And we also told everyone when we made that there were going to be a couple tweaks as we saw. So they're not major tweaks, and they're not tweaks that would affect anything whatsoever. No. Just some clarification of things of, hey, we've taken and I think it's good to talk about Flight Flex for a minute.
Yep.
There's nobody that benefited from playing more than 3 rounds in the Flight Flex.
Right.
Everyone that did got moved. So we just put it in there because we looked at it and go, hey, this is, it's not really right to be able to redo half your handicap in a flex. So I think one of the things that's biggest that people need to understand about the Flight Flex is the purpose of Flight Flex. And there's a couple introductory paragraphs that I've written in there to kind of just set the tone for why the rule and how we're going to enforce it. but the flight flex is you're in a gray area when you enter the flight flex, meaning nothing is guaranteed. If your handicap number, your tournament index number goes below the division line, you are not guaranteed anything at that point.
Right.
And so while we have some things to allow people to stay in the division they're in, if we feel like it's justified and they're improving, and we don't want to disrupt a great season with a few events left.
Right.
People that are taking advantage of it and bouncing back and forth are going to get moved.
Yes.
Or people that, if you hit flight flex and you're in Division 3 and we pull your gin and it's a 5, you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you've already shown that you can compete at the next level. What we're trying to help people through is, like, if I pick on people that are on the live, I like doing that every once in a while. Chris Miner had a great season going last year and got bumped by a very small amount. We don't want to see that happen. Our members don't want to see that happen. But at the same time, we understand that we have to be very cautious to protect the field from people that may try to take advantage of the rules. And so as long as everybody understands, if we catch you trying to subvert or manipulate the rules, we're just going to move you.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yes. Or when we look back, there's patterns and all that other fun stuff. It gets
and if you're trying to do it, be better at covering your patterns, because you've got your committee dialed.
Yeah.
Exactly on polling. I mean, you're pulling. I can't believe, like, the last person we reviewed, you had hole by hole data for their entire last 2 seasons. I was like, and running statistical analysis, I was like, okay,
yeah,
very interesting.
But yeah, again, like we talked about in the fall, like we talked about before, the theme is we're going to try something different. We have learned a little bit already. Well, not a little bit. We've learned a lot already. And we've got enough flexibility in here that we feel like we've got a good handle on it. We're going to see where this road leads, and we're looking forward to how it plays out and how all these year races work out. And have a great time in September.
This is the good and bad of listening to our members, right? And we love to listen to our members. We'll continue to do it, but nobody's tried it before. You know, we're taking probably what the number one complaint about amateur golf has been for a long time, and we're going to try to do something different to solve a problem. So it won't be without bumps in the road. So
like, it won't be without. There'll be some controversy, but hey, man.
So
Will giving me grief about the gray beard. Jeez, got to try some Just for Men. It is. I had some pictures for when I first started this thing 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, definitely much darker. We did have another couple. I want to transition a little bit because it does kind of.
Couple questions in the chat. I'd love to talk about some of these. It's going to be good.
So we had Rocky was asking about the senior tees. So we are the only tour nationally that I know of that has one division, separate tee boxes.
We're not the only tour, but there are others that are doing it 50 and 55.
Yeah, they break it out, right?
Well, no, there's some that are we're being copied.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
but
anyhow, ours is 60, always been 60. Not
it
changing.
Hasn't always been 60.
Oh, it hasn't?
No.
Way back in the day?
St. Louis, we tried it at 50 for a year. It didn't work. We tried it at 55 for a year, and it didn't work. And I'd be happy off of this call to tell you why it won't work at those times. 60 has worked, although we've had to make some tweaks to get it to work. You know, we're in an approval process now that I think makes a lot of sense. You know, and it's all about, it's not about the right of a 60-year-old to move up. It's about finding a spot where a player can be competitive. And so, you know, and to your guys' credit from the competition committee, you know, we look at potential of players. We look at the rounds they've shot in tournament play, and the guys that are requesting to move up a box within the same division that have shot out of division scores. The answer is no.
Right.
You know what I mean? That in their recent history, or just because it doesn't make sense. If we know that you're capable of shooting below your division from the tees you're currently playing, why in the world would we let you move up? And what we're seeing is the people that don't need it a lot of times aren't taking it. And so there are advantages as you get into the flight flex for players that are choosing to play the open tee. And so it's one of those things. If you can play the open tee yardage, you probably should. And then the seniors that need the forward tee, they're not running into the flight flex anyway, and so it doesn't affect them.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yep. We've talked about it. It will not change for 26.
It will not be changing in 26. However, we are bringing on a partner to be announced soon. We did a survey, if you guys remember, a couple months ago, talking about assessments and different platforms to get better, but assess and measure your game, your skill set outside of just scores. And so that is coming soon. It won't be a full rollout in 2026, although we are looking for a number of people that are willing to take a self-assessment. Doesn't cost anything to take the self-assessment, but we want some people to kind of test it for us. And so if you're interested in the assessment, let us know. And we'd love to get you a link to take it. And so we'll start by, doing a select few, and then we'll talk about some of the things we're going to use it for, which I think is going to be really positive. I'm very excited about the possibilities of this, because it gives us another opportunity to really make sure that our divisions are fair.
Right. And getting players ways to improve as well. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing. It's going to help, add some more data and some more information to this process, right? That's the whole thing, that a lot of this, that's what drives it, right? Like, I mean, you see where people overestimate, people underestimate, when you talk to them. And then there's situations where, hey, it's always good just to get another set of eyes and some other information.
And I think, I think it's important to do this, because the feedback we get when we start talking about this stuff is 95% of the people are like, Matt, I just want to show up and play golf.
Right.
And guys, we totally get it. We're working really hard to make sure that you can just show up and play golf and know that the divisions are fair.
Yeah.
So we're doing the work in the background, so you don't have to show up and check everyone's chin in the field, and you know what I mean? Like,
never done that.
I'm looking at you, Fegley.
I know. Where you can show up to the golf tournament and the golf course and know that, those 4 guys I have to beat somehow because they've already whipped me with a pencil.
Correct. So,
but yeah, there's some good chats about course setup and whatnot, and that's going to be some interesting stuff to see. Behind the scenes, because Chris has talked about this. He's actually been working with one of the partners that we have in setting up the tees, and he's got some really good software with satellite imagery, with yardage, and he's been going through these things to help with that process of making sure, especially at the majors, but we want to continue to work through this to where all of our chapters and all of our events,
all those chapters have access to it, right?
Yeah, but setting these courses up where you'll see it sometimes, right? There'll be a made tee box at the back end of a box and a made tee box on the front end of the box, or in
Right.
situations like that where we're taking the custom tee thing to
A different
to
level.
a new level. And
Right.
and that's one thing that Chris can, if you guys are on the first tee after a round, I'm sure he'll have his stack of papers with him about course setup. So
Yeah,
that's
I don't
definitely
think
something that behind the scenes is, I know he's been working his butt off on it. He reviews it with us, and
it's pretty stinking good.
More
Like he spent more time on course setup than like I realize I'm biased because he's my guy, but like he's spending an just exorbitant amount of time to make sure these things are set up properly. I mean, like he's measuring yardages between tee boxes, and it's done a really, really nice job. And setting up a golf course that way isn't easy all the time because sometimes tee boxes don't align properly for what we're trying to do, and so you have to kind of play through that. I know everybody talks about number 11 at Bedford. We've got a different strategy for that this year. That one's going to be interesting. So,
no, number 11 was Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, number 11. Yeah, number 11 is a very hard hole to set up.
right, right. And once again, like I'm just going to be honest, guys, that you keep putting in the chat. I'd like to see par fours. Rex, I love you. So hello to you. Hope you're doing well. But if you say I want to keep par fours under 375 for us, we get it. But you're going to play a classic course where the white tees on a par four are going to be 440. We're not going to get it down to 375. It's not possible. So in those situations, our thought is it needs to be equally long and challenging for everybody.
Right.
And so we're not going to move, the forward tees up to the ladies tees at 350 and then have, the open tee at 440. It's just not going to happen. So we have to, we work what we can where it is, but especially the classic golf courses, it's just not, you know what I mean? It's not doable. So,
right. Well, and that's the whole thing, right? Like from an architecture standpoint, long golf holes, it's a part of golf.
Yeah, it's
both on the par three and the par four side. I mean, everything. Length is a part of it.
Right.
At the same point, why we do what we do is it's no fun to hit driver through it all day.
And just so you know, this is high praise for me and Chris from Rodney because no computer programming was used in that setup. That was literally riding around in a golf cart when it was super cold at 8 o'clock in the morning and going, wow, it's really windy into the face here. We should probably move up the tees as far as possible. And then going, man, I hope the wind doesn't change direction because if the wind changes direction, this is going to be the goofiest golf course setup in America. Because we had divisions in the fairway on par fives and just like 4 or 5 seniors, like most people, like just because it's like 580 into the wind, we're like, that's no good.
When it's 30, yeah. Oh. Oof.
So
there you go.
And don't worry, guys, talking about number 11, it won't be too short for you this year, I can assure you.
Sometimes play it as a 3-shot hole.
Right.
Just need one putt to make that par. But yeah. I mean, listen, we all talk about it. I hit last year when I was at Bandon, I hit driver on a 190-yard par 3 because the wind was howling.
Well, don't forget about Reunion when Van Spankeren, put the tee in the wrong spot on the par 3, and it was 245 into the wind. Everyone in T1's like head cover, head cover, head cover.
Oh, but yeah, anyhow, that's just a little sidebar. But yeah, man, I'm excited for where things are overall. It's gonna be, man, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun this weekend.
It's going to be good. The golf courses look great. The weather's supposed to warm up. A little chilly on Sunday, but no wind and sunshine. So that's never a bad thing. And we're walking, so it'll be good. But it's just a great – I mean, Kiawah is a special place.
Yep.
I mean, any chance you get, like – I'm not the guy that's, going to go on Facebook and say, just a reminder, we always play where the pros play. That's not my thing, man. Like, let's be honest. But Kiawah is just a special place, man. It's a lot of history. Warren Shore, Ryder Cup, Phil Mickelson winning the PGA Championship at age 50. But more so just a really fun golf course in a really beautiful setting. It's a special treat to be out here, and it's going to be a great weekend.
Yep.
So what's next on the agenda?
Those are 4 things we wanted to talk about. It's
Wow,
been 40
look at
minutes,
us.
so,
Yes, we got time for some questions.
Yeah. See, again, we all remember the fun stuff. The volcano hole. Dude, the volcano hole, the first year, yes.
I mean, I played it last year. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a 4-iron one day and a 9-iron the next day.
Yeah, just need to execute.
Nothing like a drink on the back porch at Kiawah. That is 100% correct.
Yes. Oh, man. Jealous.
Looking forward to that.
Who you got in the Super Bowl?
So Chris actually coached a player on the Seahawks roster in high school.
Really?
A kid named Jacardier Wright. It's running back. He's on active injured, so he won't be playing, but he's in line to get a ring, so I'll be cheering for the Seahawks.
Nice. That's pretty cool. I am just scared because everybody and their mother is talking about how the Seahawks are going to win. So anytime that happens, you got to go, oh, it's never this easy.
So all I have to say is to Christian Alderucci, if you want to take up a collection, Fegley and I will gladly take it.
It's more along the lines of who's a barber, not necessarily needing the collection to pay somebody. It's that,
Well, I mean, I'm just saying if Alderucci is the one that's criticizing my haircut.
His haircut's really consistent, though.
His haircut is clean.
He probably self-barbers, too. So
Don't imagine. So
I'm getting there. Where I'm going to need to self-barber. I'm not taking
I thought it was funny. And yes, I do realize the back porch is closed. You actually walk farther down, you can still get out on the porch.
Hey, there you go.
It's just not right in front of the pro shop. So still some great places there. Let's see what else. Rob wants to know, are we walking or riding at the Keep in Macklemore? Sold out Macklemore, by the way.
Wow.
We are riding at the Keep.
There you go.
Riding at the Keep with 4 caddies.
That's right.
Little easier.
There you go.
Right. John wants to know method to reach out about self-assessment. Just stay tuned, John. We'll find a way.
We're getting there.
Fegley, you've got his name down?
Sure.
I got you one on your list. See, I'm already doing your job for you. Look at that.
Dang, there we go.
You're welcome.
I know. That was a fun phone call today. Hey.
James wants to 49-minute sellout record for Black Desert will never be broken.
Who knows? Black Desert next year. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Right.
Macklemore's going to be fun. You guys are going to have a blast at that one because it is opening round of baskets.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to talk about, not the Super Bowl. I want to talk about my Fighting Illini.
Because your
Let's
Illini
go.
are on a roll going, did we peak in February or are we only getting better?
Only getting better.
Okay.
The numbers show we're only getting better. Best offense in the history of Ken Palm. Since they started keeping it as a stat, our defenses went from 30th to 19th. Mm-hmm.
Are they at what are they at? 130?
No, we're well above 130. I'll tell you. 130.7.
We're well above. I was like, 127.
We weren't like 131.6.
Dang. Those of
Right.
you that don't know what we're talking about, there's this statistician named Ken Pomeroy that did basketball stats that if you figured out how to follow his information in the mid to early 2000s, you could have made lots of money. Now it's essentially the market maker. But anyhow, to your Illinois point, there have been 6 teams that had the rating of 127 or higher, and only one of them won the national championship. But they are in rare territory, so we will see.
And thank you for pointing out that UConn was that team.
I think it was. When Alderucci says he's just saying UConn. He has no idea.
He has no idea, but I'm pretty sure it was UConn. It would make sense. The year they beat us by 50 in the Elite Eight. So Rodney wants to know, are we doing brackets this year for basketball? Absolutely. We're going to get that set up this week.
I was getting ready to say, I was like, this is exactly the time to bring up that conversation because it's like, okay, we have 6 weeks. Let's write it down. Here, let's go. Whiteboard. Baskets.
Yes. And we can talk about NAC too. So here we go. We'll just do the comments. Is anybody okay with we'll get some sponsors to donate some prizes, but we'll do a bracket, unlimited brackets, $20 a piece. All of it's going to go to Folds of Honor.
There you go.
So if anybody thinks that's terrible, let me know. But I think it'll be a fun little bracket challenge. We'll raise some money for Folds. We'll get a bag of some sort donated. It'll be fun.
There, APT bracket.
There you go. It's on the notes. NAC questions. James wants to know about the NAC. September 18th through 20th is the North American Championship. It is anchored at Weekapaw.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the field, limited to 360 players, is going to get 2 rounds at Weekapaw.
Yep.
The other courses, I got it now because we've been talking through contracts.
Nice.
I haven't figured out the divisions yet, but we will announce that shortly. Aguila, which is my favorite muni in Phoenix. Place is really good, really fun golf course.
Yeah.
Papago, where Arizona State plays. Los Sendas, and Lookout Mountain.
Okay.
So 1 and 5 will be at a course, 2 will be at a course, 3 will be at a course, and 4 will be at a course. So, and then everybody's going to be at Weekapaw for the final 2 rounds.
Yeah, 1 and 5 will be a course, 2 is a course, 3 is a course, 4 is a course.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's
yep. Keep going.
No, that's one thing that folks, we have in years past. We did the cut. Last year we did not. We just did the 3-course rotation. This year we're doing the 3-course rotation. But because there's 2 premier golf courses,
everybody's going to play them twice.
Everybody's playing those. Everybody initially will be at various places.
Yeah, Friday will be at a various location, and then Saturday and Sunday everybody's going to be centered at Weekapaw. We're gonna have an optional skins game on Thursday at Weekapaw. It's going to be really fun.
Nice.
So you want to get into that before registration, get a chance to get another great round in at Weekapaw. And then the Senior North American Championship is going to be the 22nd and the 23rd. And that's going to be at the Raptor Golf Course at Greyhawk.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Like,
and Eagle Mountain and Baby True. That's what I call it. It's Baby True.
Baby True.
So much fun. Great golf course.
One thing that I was going to bring up, we probably should get the dates and stuff on the app. We will shortly have it up and going. Yep.
So I literally just got all these guys. I love Phoenix guys. They're my favorite. They're the best to deal with. Like Rich has such a good relationship. Everybody's so lax. So we had everything finalized in September.
Yeah.
And then we emailed them in November, like, yeah, we'll get you a contract. And then Thanksgiving goes by, Christmas goes by, then the PGA show goes by, and everybody's like, hey, here's your rate in your contract. We're like, great.
Thanks.
So we're just getting everything put together right now, but it is going to be a fantastic
Yeah,
Um,
it's
just so you know, I'm laughing at Alderucci for this because we did different swag last year because you said, "Can we have different swag?"
wait,
Which one is it? Pick one.
or maybe he likes what he got and he wants the same stuff.
Right. We're going to have some great swag for both. They're not going to all be the same because we realize a lot of people play both, and I don't want to give you two of the same item.
Right. Exactly.
So this is great. Age limit for senior nationals. You've got to be 50 on or before October 1st of 26. So you could be 49 now if you turn 50 at some point during the season.
Yeah.
And Will wants to know room discounts or requirements. Room discounts, yes. Room requirements, no.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. He was just saying he enjoyed last year's stuff.
Oh, okay. There's going to be some good swag this year. We're talking to some new partners. There's going to be some good stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, man, we're not going to give out the same stuff. We may have some of the same stuff.
Yeah, got to switch up. I will tell you that, like, one of my favorite vendors that we use for stuff, their office is in Scottsdale.
Oh, there you go. See, hey, we're getting him trained.
Rick Lee's back to belts. I like it.
Belts. We got Alderucci trained a little bit. He's like, I'm not complaining.
I just like giving him a hard time. So much fun.
It's always fun with some of the guys. And the nice thing is, that's oh my gosh, it's going to be such a fun, because we had talked about it, right? There's a shuttle that runs from the golf course down to the casinos,
right
down to their casino. There's going to be, like, we got the patio hangout. Those of you that have been there, it's a good area to hang out. We've been talking to the restaurant. We talked to the restaurant folks when we were there. Like, it's exciting because everybody's going to be together.
Right.
Both that weekend. Right.
Yes. So I'll address this with Rocky so he knows his merch was hard to come by during the holidays.
Oh yeah.
You know, pro shop sales are up about 40%. And so buying time is, for us, is the PGA Merchandise Show. That's when we really order most everything for the year. So we know there's a few things that are light. Bear with us. We have a big order on the way with some new vendors, some new partners. It will be good. So I would tell you, best time to spend your $50 credit is when we run a ridiculous glove deal, which we do a lot, because that's a great deal when you do that. Or we get all the new merchandise between April and May.
Yep.
And there's still a lot of inventory, so it's really not as sparse as you think, but there are some specific things we've sold out of.
Right. And some of it has been the learning process. We had our meeting this week and talking to Jersey about how the way the shop works. We got to add some filters in there and ability to sort by and filter by size instead of having to go through, finding your stuff. So,
well, part of it's just learning, right? We didn't build a golf tour to build a pro shop. And then now, as the pro shop's taken off and people are looking for it for more than hats and head covers. And, now there's apparel and there's T-shirts and sweatshirts and belts. And there's just a lot of stuff going on there. So it'll be,
but yeah, totally understand. And that was the one thing that we did talk about. And it was good you brought it up, is just the expectation of kind of year to year, it goes, we got visors.
Yeah, I was going to say, please buy one. All the people that wanted visors, nobody bought visors. So here you go. I'll send in the link.
Man, got visors.
I know. Hold on. I'm sending Rob a link.
There you go. It's perfect.
Right now. Calling him out.
Man, you're going to have Jersey send out a survey to be like, what's everybody's favorite item? Because it's kind of fun watching.
Yep. So if Alderucci's talking, the $50 credit is for globalgolf.com.
Yes.
The worldwide golf gift cards that you get for the Par 3, Par 5 challenge can be spent at any worldwide store.
Correct.
At some point, those will transition over to all worldwide as their systems go, but it's not there yet.
Right now. So that is a very, just to reiterate, the $50 you get at membership is to Global Golf.
Global Golf.
That's where it can be used. The par 3, par 5 challenges that occur at the majors, that is worldwide golf that can be used at any of them. So
Correct.
That's like
here's the big deal too. Just so if you're thinking about membership or looking at it, it's $135 to join. You're going to get $50 to spend in our pro shop, which is stocked with literally anything but golf clubs. Golf clubs and golf balls. Anything else? And
yes.
We don't carry those 3 things. Everything else we carry. And then you get $50 to globalgolf.com, which is literally one of the world's largest e-commerce golf shops that has literally everything. So for your $135 membership, there's $100 you get to spend to take advantage of. And then beyond that, as you'll see, we're going to do everything through the Novel Pass this year, which allows us to do some different discounts. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds of dollars of discounts. And Steve, I know you were waiting for the global credit. I will send you my email thread with Global Golf. I don't know what is going on, but we will. I promise you it will be taken care of.
Steve got lost?
Steve, it's been loaded 3 times. I don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. Like, he must have like a block. So we're going to get it solved one way or another.
Broke the system. Leave it to one of our favorite folks to break the system.
Right. Just say if you play the super senior tees, you just don't get the credit. I'm just kidding. Apparently not. I am working on it, Steve. I promise you. I personally emailed their director of marketing about it and sent an email. And I've seen Jersey send it 3 times over in the list. So we will figure out what's going on.
He's using an exclamation mark instead of the letter 1 or the letter L instead of the letter I.
I don't get it, man. It's super weird. But we'll work through it. I'm going to get it taken care of.
Man, there you go. See, we're active on the customer service hotline.
Yeah, I wish I had access to their system because I would have solved it at this point. But we've been talking about it for 3 months. So
there you go.
Everybody else is getting the credit, so I don't understand why poor Steve.
Poor Steve.
So
he's like, I just need some stuff. Oh man.
Because I have $4.50. It happens.
There you go.
So, anyways, well, as we wrap this up tonight, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see a lot of you Tuesday night for the first rules deal. We'll be live next Thursday as well, so it'll be a fun week. And looking forward to Kiawah. Looking forward to warming up. Keep in mind, there are a few spots still available at Monterey. If you're looking at taking a trip to get out of this crazy cold that we've had this winter, going west is a great solution. So flying to San Jose or San Francisco or Oakland, all the major airlines fly in there relatively cheap. It's about an hour drive down the coast to Monterey, and it is worth every penny to be out there. It's a great place. So if you're thinking about it, highly recommend Monterey. But other than that, play well this weekend, or if you're anywhere north of Charlotte, try to stay warm.
Yeah, anywhere north of jeez.
Right. It's a little crazy. But anyways, it should be a fun weekend. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all next week.
Get there. Get there. Get there.
Get there. Those 2 words are said by golfers all over the world as a sign of respect, a whisper of encouragement, a roar of support. It's what we say to our competitors, our loved ones, our heroes. It's what we say to ourselves.
Get there.
At Worldwide Golf, we're like you. We strive to improve our game, to elevate our standards, and transcend our limits. Our commitment is to the journey, to the tradition, and to the spirit of golf that unites us all. Since 1963, Worldwide Golf has been there to supply golfers with the equipment and apparel they need to drive their journeys forward. With over 100 retail locations spread across 10 retail brands and the best golf e-commerce websites, we have exactly what every golfer needs for however they choose to play. All of this done to help golfers who want to be their best get there. We are golfers, and we're here for golfers. We built a brand around evolving the game and having what you need to play your way, and it shows in every product we offer and every experience we provide. Our goal is singular, to help you get there. Though the game may change, our mission remains: to stand beside you, to grow with you, to celebrate every victory and learn from every shot. Worldwide